starts. Okay, let's tab into game, and we are ready, right? My name is Tammage dammage. I've been playing StarCraft for about 4 years, and I just wanted to cast this really good 2v2 I had with. This is my friend here. His name's Shadowlight. I've played a few games with him. He's Diamond, and I'm like Platinum as Terran, so it's not like. This is not a high level game, but I thought it was really good because it was really back and forth. So it's Terran Zerg versus enemy Protoss and enemy Zerg. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and I say run faster hamster because the guy took ages to load. So I'm implying he's got a hamster powered PC. So you know, just a bit of banter. You know what I mean? Breaking his balls a bit. So the most important part of any versus any Zerg is walling off these ramps. So this ramp will be walled, but unfortunately my ally can't wall, so we're gonna have to play straight up in the counter line aggression. Now as you can see, this guy is going basically straight into pull before overlord. So he's gone pull before overlord, pull gas before overlord. So he's basically cheesing us, and I believe Satellite's going for a fast expand, and I'm going for Hellions into Banshee. So I'm not gonna have anything forever. So we're actually quite vulnerable right now, but fortunately the Protoss is going for just a standard build. He's getting his gateway, getting his gas, and he's just doing his own thing. OV5, woo! So I believe I sent a scout out, but I can't remember. Did I have a scout out? We should really be scouting right now, because the first thing you want to find out in versus a Zerg is whether they went pull or hatchery. If they went hatchery first, then you can either just macro and just ignore them, or you can cheese them and like just milk him basically. So spawning pool coming down, gas on time, almost saturated in the main base. This is a really good Zerg. I've never actually V'd him in 1v1. I think next time he's on I'm gonna. But here come the enemy lings! No! So basically, he's not even got any larvae. He's gone full on drones, full on macro mode. So he's not going to have any larvae to make 6 lings when this pool finishes. So we're going to have nothing to defend this. I did make 1 marine to chase off overlords, but I'm going to lift this up and get a reactor to make reactor hellions. And as this Zerg is going for a bailing nest as well, he's not injecting his hatchery because he's really bad. That annoys me a bit. So I've got drones fighting lings right now. Ah! Run away! A move! A move! So he's just going to run around and try and reduce as much damage as possible. And for some reason he's standard doing it. Oh, he's going to morph banelings. Once we see banelings, we're in big trouble. Here comes my marine! He died a hero! That was an unmicroed marine. Yeah, that was not good. So he's just sending loads and loads of lings. You see, he's not making drones, so we've got a massive drone advantage. We just need to defend this. We shouldn't be engaging on the ramp. So here's the first 2 banelings. So this is panic mode right now. If those banelings go off on workers, then we're completely dead. We've got 2 lings versus everything. So I tell my ally to run to my base with all his drones. I believe he loses quite a few drones here. How many drones is he going to lose? 3, that's not bad. But yeah, he's going to lose all his drones. So this is like really bad. But we've managed to save quite a few drones, and we've got a wee wall here. So basically, the Zerg needs 5 banelings to kill the depot and then run up with lings. So this should be enough to defend it. As long as we don't lose a hatchery, we're actually in a good position because it doesn't actually have a hatchery. And the Protoss is just like completely having nothing to do with this. He's just gone 4 gate and expanding. So it's like we're basically 2v1 at the moment. So we've got our own lings out, and that's my ally asking me to lower the depot so he can get his drones back to work. So yeah, we took a bit of damage there, but it didn't expand. And I don't know why he's taking this base because that's just retarded. I'm sure we actually punish him for that. So he's coming back in, see if we can get any damage done. But now we've got Hellions and enough lings that it's not going to be a problem. And I've got a full wall off at the top, so I should really be attacking him right now, but what can I say? I'm macroing, I'm expanding. Like, this is not a high level game. I should be doing both at the same time, but it was kind of bad. But I do end up chasing down these lings and killing most of them. But my ally is just complete macro mode right now. He's only got 1 queen because the other queen died. So he's basically out the game at the moment. But I've got. Oh, did we crash? Did we crash? Oh, it lagged. Huh. But I've got my expansion coming, and there's no starport in sight because I'm just bad at this game. If I made a starport, I totally went. Oh, I'm missing the action. Oh, watch! I try. Right, well, watch this in slow motion because this is the most heartbreaking thing ever. This is so annoying. I do this all the time. Every time I try to target fire banelings, I end up running my Hellions into them and like losing all my bloody Hellions. So right now, he's trying to engage on me, but the Hellions are just reigning supreme. So I'm attacking the baneling, but it's not taking enough damage because it's morphing in. They've actually got quite a lot of armor when they're morphing in. So we clean up all the wings, and then I'm malking my Hellions into the baneling. So now my Hellions are weakened. So, yeah. I basically almost threw the game there. If I had two banelings, I would have thrown the game. So I basically lose all my Hellions. I think I get a few probes, but like nothing major. So he's gone Stalker Adept. We don't have enough army to actually engage him just now. One last shot. He just runs it. Okay. So right now, he's got quite a big army. And the Zerg... Well, the Zerg doesn't have that much, but we don't have speed on these. Why does he not have speed? What the fuck? Come on, Shadow. So Shadow gets absolutely demolished in the middle of the map. So I've got 2 Hellions versus like 60 lings. But here's the 5 Hellions! Wham! Run, Fiabi! So he comes in with all these Stalkers, and this is like... I don't know how we hold this, because this is like ridiculous. I believe I've got a starport now. It's on the way. And I'm just cranking out Hellions, so I've got nothing to take on Stalkers. So we need to basically get the Lings to kill the Stalkers, and then the Hellions to kill the Lings, and then we can trade okay with this army. So we're engaging right now. All the Lings are basically wiped out, but all I've got is Hellions. Got 2 banelings, 2 slow banelings. I believe they go for my Hellions, and I just malk them. So at this point, my Hellions can take on the Stalkers. Ah, here comes, here comes, here comes! Ah! So I'm just trying not to lose all my Hellions, just in case the Zerg. But he's not been droning, so he's like pretty bad. He's so all in at the moment. So we've got Wings versus Stalkers, more Lings in the main, so he just runs away. So I don't really see we defended that quite well, but like this Zerg lets the Protoss down like so badly. I mean the Protoss is like fully saturated on 2 base except the gas. He's only got 4 gateways, and he's got like 1,000 minerals. If this Protoss was better, like these guys are actually pretty bad, to be honest. Oh, get these shots on the banelings. Wham! Wham! Killing all the Lings. Oops. I believe I don't go back for the banelings. But he doesn't have baneling speed, so it's not a problem. No, don't lose all your Lings, don't lose all your Lings. Ah! He loses a fair chunk of them. Right now I'm macroing, so I just run my Hellions back to his base to keep them alive. And it's important to keep your Hellions alive, just in case you get Wing on, and I don't know, they're just a pretty handy unit to just have about. I mean, most people just like engage with their Hellions and then lose them. But you see, I would have like 3 Hellions right now, but now I've got like 8 Hellions because I saved those 4 Hellions. So he's coming in for a big baneling attack. As you can see, he's made no effort to make drones whatsoever. He's not even saturated on 1 base. Whereas I'm getting close to saturation on 2 base. Ah, these banelings get it the worst. Watch this. But then my Hellions are trapped in here and they just go down to the Stalkers. We need a lot of Lings to take on these Stalkers. I think he goes mental with upgrades. Like he's 1-1 already. I've not even thought about getting an engineering bay, and there's no evolution chambers for us. So this Protoss is a monster right now. I don't know how we defend this. That's like the story of this game. Is like I don't know how we defended. Like he's just like chilling when he should be killing. Like what's going on here? Sends his zealots up first, just in case there's banelings, I suppose. So basically, we're scrambling to make Lings. I believe I've got Marauders on the way. Best micro my Hellion. The Zerg's late to the party, so we get a good like bash into his army, but he's still got quite a lot. So I run my Hellions away just so I can take on these Lings. It's really important I don't lose my Hellions. Get some good shots out of the Lings. That Ling got it the worst. So they're in with banelings and Stalkers. And there's no proxy pylon, so this is basically it. They have to kill us with this army, and then we get massive detonations on the drones. He managed to save some of them, but he's got like 6 workers right now, so they basically kill my ally. He's dead, like he's not in the game right now. He's got 14 supply, but the Zerg's not being macroing either, so it's like not a big deal. It's basically me versus a Protoss right now, but I've got a Cloak Banshee, so we end up cleaning up these stalkers, and I'm starting to go Marauders, so it's okay. Burrow that with a mine, burrow! No! Yes, run from the Banshee. Does he have Storm? No, he doesn't have Storm. This is Archons, this is Banshees killing an Archon, that's not something you see very often. Doesn't even get a shot off. So, Protoss is doing really bad, he's got like 5k minerals. That's I thought this was a good game, but oh my god, I'm oversaturated. Yeah, these guys are noobs, like really big noobs, but they kind of catch us with our pants down quite a lot. Like the Zerg did a lot of damage, and like my ally's basically dead right now. I mean, he's saturated on 1 base, but he's not got 2 base saturation. But I'm macroing like an absolute boss right now. I believe I take a bad engagement in the middle of the map though. You see, like my Hellion count should be at least 6 before I think about moving out against Zerglings. I should maybe even think about getting Blue Flame, which would be a good upgrade. So he takes me on, and my Marauders end up getting surrounded. But I don't know if he uses the Banelings, because like you shouldn't use Banelings against Marauders, they should just like tank me with the Lings. But the Banshees reign supreme. So I've killed all the Banelings, so Shadow comes out with his Lings and chases them off. He's made 4 drones! 4 drones! Oh shit! Here come the Banshees! I shit on your macro. Yeah, so that happens. So right now I'm just macroing. I'm still making Hellions, which is a good thing, because I've seen nothing but Lings, so there's no point to stop making Hellions. Has he got Storm? He does have Storm. So this, engaging him on the ramps pretty bad as well. So Shadow he should really just be droning right now and not like wing harassing. So basically I have a big army, like I've got 106 supply, which is more than, oh did he kill him? Am I missing things? Alright, let's go back and see what happened there, because I think he actually killed the Zerg while I wasn't looking. We'll look at Shadow's screen for a little bit. I actually skipped it back a bit too much, but we'll check and see what he's doing, just to see the level of his play. So he's injecting, making units, looking at my Banshee, thinks it's a sexy Banshee. Sees me get engaged on in the middle of the map, back to injecting, very good. What's he making right now? Production tab. Some drones and some Zerglings. So he's actually watching what I'm doing. Like I don't actually watch what my ally's doing, I just like hope they lived. You know what I mean? Like I usually just go back to macroing, because like there's no point watching your ally battle, because no matter how it turns out, it's always better to macro. I mean sometimes it's kind of fun just to see what they're doing, but like I don't know, it's not a big deal. So he runs down with the Lings. I don't know how he killed all those workers. I thought, oh, he's taking another base, or he's thinking about it. He doesn't actually have enough money. So the Banshees are going mental. So he goes to the bottom of the ram, gets engaged on. Archon comes over, runs away. Protoss Malk is on. Was it me that killed all the drones with the Banshees? Oh, he just runs the drones away. Oh, okay. So the Banshees come in and he runs the drones away. I thought he killed all the drones. Man, I'm tripping balls here. Yeah, like I'm just like all over the place. So the drones, where are the drones now? Okay, so he's got 17 drones, so they actually got away. Ah, I killed one of them though. Cloaked again! Taking pot shots at zealots and that, just like, no give a fuck. Ah, the overlord died. So we've got some more Ling battles in the middle. That happens basically all game. But basically, the best part of this game is what Shadow does, like, really late in the game. He basically kills the Protoss by himself, who's still not macroing very well, but he's got about 100 supply. He should be, like, maxed and just, like, crushing us, because he's, like, 2-1 and, like, but he just can't macro. Like, the guy just sucks at the game. Like, I bet those gateways, oh no, that have been turned into war gates. But why is he not making immortals? Like, what's this guy all about? I mean, this guy is not, like, this Zerg is not actually gotten 2 base worth of minerals. Oh, actually, here comes the big fight now. I think the Banshees should be going, storm! So I'll lose all my Hellions. But it's okay, I'm kinda tanking Zealots right now, I should be running away. We get crushed. You see, my ally didn't actually have very much. I mean, you had like 50 supply. I don't know how we hold this. I don't know how we hold this. The guy's so bad, but he actually just likes Malkies us all game. What have I got right now? 60 supply. Oh, okay, so he runs in with Zerglings when no one's looking. Basically kills the Zerg. So this Zerg has like 5 runs. I'm missing all the action because there's just so much going on around the map. This Zerg is completely dead though. So if we can hold this Protoss with 4 Marauders and like 21 Roaches, that might do it actually. Oh, I think I get some colossal Widowmine hits. So the Lings run up, engage on the Marauders. You can't go up that ramp. Why are you going up this ramp? You can't do it, man! You just can't do it! Oh man, this battle. So the Zealots are causing a bit of a problem. Pick up on the medivacs and then drop behind. Yeah, pro play. You want to keep your Marauders behind the Roaches because the Roaches tank so much. And I can't actually believe he went down the ramp here. There's absolutely no need for it at all. So I wasn't actually helping, I was like doing other things. So I think we get stormed to bits here, but you can see I'm focus firing the Templar. Storm! Storm! Another storm. Here comes the Banshee. Did I cook that Banshee? I want to see a cook on that Banshee. Cook the Banshee. Okay, we're not even microing right now. How funny would it have been if, like, after that battle I just cooked the Banshee? So, this Zerg is dead, but this guy is a monster. Even though he's got 15 SCVs when he needs 2 in the main. Just saying, calling them out there, like. But apart from that, he's doing pretty dandy. He's kind of mined out on all his bases, so but he still has like that massive bank because he wasn't spending his money. Oh, we've got more action. Just Lings versus Lings. That happens all game, just like Lings going at each other. Okay, he's making Banelings. He should have just engaged the Lings because it was a pretty fair fight. Oh my god, I got kicked to Windows. My Windows update. Oh my god. Okay, there we go, I'm back again. I think he actually gets a hatchery, which is like pretty retarded. No, he doesn't actually, he has to run away. So he's taped the Lings, the guy's made Banelings. Okay, we're fighting in the middle of the map again. We've got Stalkers, and does he have Blink? Blinkaroo? He does not have Blink. But we don't have enough, so we're just gonna have to run away. I wonder how my macro's doing. I've got pretty low money, but like... I don't know, I'm making a pretty okay army. Did I get upgrades in the end? No, I did not get upgrades. I made the engineering base and the armory, but I did not get upgrades. Oh, another fight in the middle. Banshee gets horribly destroyed. Okay, we've got no medevacs, so we can't take on this army, so we just run away. Burrow those Widowmines! Yeah, go for it. That one Baneling. Birth! It was kind of open to get the Banelings and the Zealots with that Widowmine. So we've got loads of Roaches now. Let's pause for a second and take a note of what's happening. Oh, I missed the Link counter attack! Oh, we'll have to watch this. I'll rewind it. Ah, rewind it too far. Nah. Nah. This is like masterful. This is what ends up winning us a game, because like, you see like there's big explosions and like loads of stuff happening like all over the map, like there's engagements everywhere. But let's watch Shadow's perspective and watch how he just takes this game and takes charge of this game. Right now he's got 1,500 minerals, which worries me a bit. So he tries to get damage in there, but it's not gonna happen. We come down with a big army, but the army just gets malkied. So he runs away, and while basically I'm dying, he just runs into the guy's expansion where he's got nothing. I don't even think he has a pylon to like warp in zealots or whatever. And he just auto moves into his expansion and kills every drone. So he's building roaches while all that was happening. While he was attacking, he was building roaches and those Hellions. At least I traded them for Baneling. So he does the warping. How many more drones can we get? Oh, whoopsie. So there's big fights happening, like he's retreating in the middle. Ah, more drones, more probes, more probes. Focus the weaker one! More injects, more injects, more injects. Does he make some drones? Ah, look at that, he's making 13 drones, he's getting in there. He's macroing up, he's getting the Hydros down. This guy is a really good Zerg. I'm going to play with him more often. See if we can get masters, because like he is really good. It's like he's still doing damage with like just a few lings. I mean that's only shields, but he's still doing damage. So he gets in with a load of roaches. And the bank for this Protoss has completely disappeared. What am I doing right now? Am I scratching my hole right there? Okay, I'm taking a third base, and where's my army? I basically lost my army, so I've got nothing. So we've got roaches fighting against Zealots and Stalkers. That's not going to be a good fight. So let's take a second and we'll gauge on how things are going. Like I'm completely mined out in the main. The Zerg has 6 drones. He's almost got like a base and a half. I don't know what happened to all these drones. Like I missed something again. But there's no drones here. He's got 7 here. And he's got none here. So the Protoss basically has 7 probes. So he's got 60 supply army against, I've got 78 supply, but I've also got 26 drones here and 14 drones here. So my economy is just like amazing. And Shadow has got himself, should I call him Shadow or Captain S? I might start calling him Captain S. But yeah, Captain S has got like 3 base worth of economy, so we've just absolutely destroyed them. All we need to do is defend this last push. And I've started my 1-1. But that's never going to be finished. Starting 1-1 at 17 minutes, how bad is that? How we won this game, I've no idea. There was a few times, like if this Protoss could macro, we would never have won. All his gateways are unpowered, but it's okay because he doesn't have any money anyway. You should just be concentrating on making probes right now. So he goes for a third base, even though he's just about to die. So he's got this big army. We're making banelings, we've got some lings, some few hellions, marauders. So it looks like we're taking him on the ramp. And he's basically got no splash damage. Oh, there's a blink! Those banelings, I'm target firing the banelings. Those banelings have to kill those lings, otherwise we get destroyed. Ah, we got wrecked actually. We just need to hold this attack and then we've won the game. Because we've got economies and we got the ability to reproduce our units, whereas they don't. The Widow Mine doesn't burrow in time. They're trying to get up the ramp, stem again. Okay, so we've got about, right, let's have a look. Right, we've got about 12 stalkers that are going uncontested right now. We need to kill, how much? I wonder how many units he's making actually. Are you making a ton of units then? No. How do we hold that? So they got in again. I think he loses his main, but I'm not sure. Oh, he's supply blocked. That's what it is. He must have killed his overlords. So he makes a few lings. My reinforcements are coming though, and eventually the ball trickle in. More roaches, yeah, well defended. GG, GG, there's a stem, Beth. It burrows the Widow Mine. Watch this Widow Mine, watch this Widow Mine. Ah. What many kills I get? 2 kills. So this was like, I don't know. I thought this was a really good game, but it turns out they were just bad. But like, oh, and here we go, Shadow Ways, we counter attacks. We've got 4 lings in here killing pros. We've got 2 lings here that killed a Nexus. We've got no drones here, 5 drones here, and full saturation here. But the Protoss, like, the Zerg just has nothing. And we've got like basically 2 base each. So yeah, it was a pretty good game. I'm gonna play with that guy more often. But yeah, that was my cast. So I don't know if I'll upload this on YouTube. If you want to like and subscribe, that would be cool. But if you don't want to, then that's cool too.